Imagine a place, darling, where time seems to have paused. A city wrapped in ancient stone walls tucked away in the eastern highlands of Ethiopia. This is Harar Jugol. It's a place that whispers tales of sultans, saints, poets. The air itself feels different here. It's thick with the scent of roasting coffee, fragrant spices, and something else. Something ancient and sacred. This isn't just a destination, it's a journey back through centuries. For over 1,000 years, Harar has stood as a bastion of culture and faith, a kaleidoscopic maze of color and life that absolutely begs to be explored. It's utterly thrilling to be here, on the edge of this extraordinary world. The city sits perched on a hilltop, overlooking a sun-drenched landscape of coffee plantations and distant mountains. From afar, its formidable stone walls give it the appearance of an impenetrable fortress, a secret kept from the outside world. But as you draw closer, you hear the hum of life emanating from within. It's the sound of children laughing, the rhythmic tap-tap-tap of artisans at work, and the gentle murmur of prayer. Harar is often called the fourth holiest city of Islam, and you can feel that deep spiritual resonance in every corner. It's a living, breathing museum, not one of dusty relics behind glass, but one of vibrant, everyday existence. To enter Harar Jugol is to pass through a portal into another era. The city is protected by 5 ancient gates, each with its own name, each with its own story. As we approach the main gate, Showa Gate, it feels like a grand and formal entrance. The archway is sturdy and imposing, a clear statement of the city's historical strength. People stream in and out in a constant, gentle flow. Women in brilliantly colored dresses balance baskets on their heads with impossible grace. Old men with kind, wrinkled faces greet each other with warm handshakes. The gate isn't just an entry point, it's the city's heart, pumping life in and out with every passing soul. One simply must pause here and take it all in. The sounds are a symphony of daily life. Donkeys clip-clop along the cobblestones, their backs laden with goods. The air is filled with a chorus of greetings in the Harari language. It's a sensory overload. The vibrant textiles, the gleaming metalwork of a nearby stall, the bright smiles of the locals. It feels incredibly welcoming, as though the city itself is opening its arms to you. It's a world away from the hustle and bustle we know. These gates were not just for show, of course. They were a crucial part of the city's defense. For centuries, they were locked every night, sealing Harar off, even from wild hyenas on the plains. Each gate faced a different direction, connecting trade routes and neighboring communities. The Falena Gate, where Quranic school students would enter. The Error Gate, leading towards the river. These names and functions are a testament to how meticulously planned and organized this ancient city truly was. Once inside the walls, you are immediately enveloped by the Jugol's famous maze of alleyways. There are said to be 368 of them, crisscrossing a single square kilometer. It's a disorienting and utterly captivating experience. The lanes are so narrow you can stretch out your arms and touch both walls. They twist and turn unexpectedly, opening into tiny sunlit squares, then plunge back into shadow. Getting lost here is not a risk. It's an absolute certainty. Darling, it's the best way to explore. Every wrong turn leads to a new discovery. A hidden gem. The walls of the alleys are a canvas of color, sky blue, soft green, warm ochre, turning the entire city into a work of art. The paint is often faded and peeling, revealing layers of history beneath. Doors, painted in contrasting shades of bright red, deep turquoise. Each one feels like a secret entrance to a private world. You can't help but wonder about the lives being lived behind them, the families that have called these colorful houses home for generations. It's also wonderfully mysterious and romantic. Harar is, above all, a city of profound faith. It's known as the City of Saints for a very good reason. It is home to 82 mosques, some of which date back to the 10th century, and over 100 shrines dedicated to holy men and women. This concentration of sacred sites within such a small, walled area is simply astonishing. You don't have to look for them, they find you. As you wander the alleys, you'll constantly catch glimpses of elegant minarets peeking over the rooftops. The call to prayer, echoing from dozens of mosques at once, is a sound that washes over the city 5 times a day, a beautiful and unifying spiritual tide. The heart of the city's religious life is the Jami Mosque, the Grand Friday Mosque. Its twin minarets are a prominent feature of the Harare skyline. Unlike the ornate mosques one might see elsewhere, Harar's mosques have a simple, understated beauty. They are built to be part of the community, not separate from it. Their whitewashed walls and modest designs blend seamlessly with the surrounding homes. Inside, the atmosphere is one of peace and tranquility. The air is cool and still, a welcome respite from the sun, and the floors are covered with woven prayer mats, softened by centuries of devotion. But it's the numerous shrines, or awash, that give Harar its unique spiritual character. These are the tombs of the saints who founded and protected the city. It's what makes Harar more than just a historic city. It's a living sanctuary, a place where the veil between the physical and the divine feels wonderfully, tangibly thin. To truly understand Harar, one must step inside a traditional Harari house. From the outside, they seem modest, their colorful walls forming an unbroken line along the narrow alleys. But once you cross the threshold, a whole new world opens up. These homes, known as gegar, are designed with incredible thought and symbolism. The layout is standardized, reflecting principles of order, family, hospitality. Stepping inside feels like being welcomed into the very heart of Harari life, a privilege that is extended with warmth and generosity by the local people, who are so rightly proud of their heritage. The main living space, called the Gidir Gar, is a large raised platform that dominates the room. This is the reception area, where guests are honored and family life unfolds. The walls are a spectacle in themselves. They are covered with niches, or nedabas, which are filled with a dazzling array of traditional baskets, bowls, enamelware. The collection is a measure of a family's status and history, with items passed down through generations. The entire room is a vibrant, living display of cultural identity. The Great Wall of Harar is the city's defining feature, a magnificent stone girdle that has protected its inhabitants for centuries. Legend has it that the wall, known as the Jugol, was built over 100 years in the 16th century under the rule of Emir Nur Ibn Mujahid. He built it to defend the city after a period of intense conflict, and it stands today as a monument to his foresight and the city's resilience. It stands between 3 and 5 meters high and stretches for nearly 5 kilometers, encircling the old city completely. Walking along its ramparts, you can almost hear the echoes of history. The wall originally had 5 gates corresponding to the 5 daily prayers of Islam, representing the 5 pillars of the faith. These were the only ways in or out. At night, the gates were locked, providing security against any potential invaders. But the wall also served to keep another, more mysterious presence at bay: the wild hyenas that have roamed the hills around Harar for as long as anyone can remember. For centuries, the hyenas were seen as a threat, prowling outside the city's defenses. But over time, a unique and extraordinary relationship began to form between the people of Harar and these powerful predators. This relationship is most famously expressed in the nightly hyena feeding ritual, a spectacle that is both terrifying and utterly mesmerizing. To dive into the heart of Harari daily life, one must simply head to the market. It's not a single contained place, but a sprawling, vibrant affair that spills out from the main squares and seeps into the surrounding alleyways. Here, the city's pulse is at its most energetic. The air hums with the sound of bargaining, laughter, and the ceaseless chatter of commerce. It's a full-body experience, a whirlwind of sights, sounds, and smells that is completely intoxicating. This is where the city comes to trade, to socialize, and to connect. It's the living, breathing engine room of Harar Jugol. The colors are the first thing to overwhelm you. Mountains of fiery red chilies and brilliant yellow turmeric sit next to sacks of earthy brown grains and pale white sorghum. Women, dressed in the most spectacular, brightly colored garments, preside over their stalls with a quiet dignity. Their tables are laden with fresh produce, green leafy vegetables, plump red tomatoes, and bunches of bananas. The market is a kaleidoscope, a moving painting of everyday life. The rich, intoxicating aroma of freshly roasted coffee beans is everywhere. Harar is, after all, the birthplace of some of the world's finest coffee, and it's a source of immense local pride. This scent mingles with the sweet perfume of incense, the sharp tang of spices like cloves and cardamom, and the simple, honest smell of fresh bread baking in a nearby oven. As my time in Harar Jugol draws to a close, I find myself standing on a balcony, looking out over the city's colorful rooftops as the sun begins to set. The sky is painted in shades of orange and purple, and the evening call to prayer begins to rise from the minarets, a chorus of devotion that settles over the ancient city like a soft blanket. At this moment, it's easy to understand why this place has captivated so many hearts. Harar is not just a collection of old buildings and narrow streets. It's a living, breathing soul. It gets under your skin and into your heart, and it stays there. The true treasure of Harar is its people. Their warmth, their dignity, and their incredible hospitality are the threads that hold the fabric of the city together. They are the guardians of its stories, the keepers of its traditions, and the embodiment of its spirit. They opened their homes and their hearts, sharing their culture with a pride that was both humble and profound. In a world that is becoming increasingly homogenized, the people of Harar are a testament to the beauty of cultural identity and the importance of preserving one's unique heritage against the tide of change. It is quite simply one of the most extraordinary places on Earth.